Hello, welcome to the reading room. It's Sylvie here. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading, and it's going to be a career message for you, something that you would want to know. Before we get started, timestamps down below. Take your time, choose your group, enjoy your reading, and I'll see you there. Hello, group one. So let's find out. I feel like turning all the cards today, so I'm going to. The Moon Maiden, New Beginnings. It says surrender. I release my needs to control. Orphan and the Hermit. So what I'm picking up, I'm going to put this here, is that right off you feel alone, or you think you're alone, but you're not, because you have to rethink that position. You need to release less control on your part, because you need to start something in a new way, change things up. So let's find out about the message, because that is really the topic of what's going on. Let's get more into the details of what they're talking about. Right away, there's one more card here. And right away there is, you go about doing things in a good way, and it's definitely showing you're very successful in how you're doing it, and you're loved, or people around you love you. Love working with you. May not be totally love. It could be like really liking you, respecting you, admiring you. But it looks like sometimes you see things in a different way. You also see pretty far in the future. You see what's going on around you. Here it shows that you're not alone, because people really care about you. Your view of the future is positive. You do see a lot that's good, and you are going towards that in a good way. But there's some difficulties here, and that's really, there's an issue about you being alone and how you see it, and in reality you're not. It almost feels like you don't need to be alone. You don't need to do things by yourself. We're talking about work, talking about career, and it looks like you take on a lot for yourself. You take a lot on your back. You're the one that you feel like you need to accomplish it all by yourself. If you weren't there, it would fall apart. They need you to the point where you can't even take a break. Without you, it wouldn't even work. And that's making it hard for you. It makes it difficult. Makes difficult situation for others too that want to be part of the situation. It feels like you have a barrier around you, and you're not really all that approachable when it comes to work. And the message is really strongly asking you to think about that, because in their surroundings is really, people do want to approach you. They do want to help. They want to be part of this team. They want to be part of the work, the challenge. They want to help. I'm going to pull up more cards, find out more about this message. Seems right here too that you control a lot, and there's a different way of reacting, different way of working. You might even be defensive. I'm picking a lot of messages here. If it doesn't fit completely, just take what resonates, of course. But I feel like the barrier is so strong, and it's a shame, because the positivities that could come out, like, just if you just let people in, your work would show more, your future would be brighter, and people would just love to be part of what you're doing, helping, working alongside you, being part of what you're doing. Oh, yes, it's a way of working, a way of being, and you were taught to take a lot on and really focus on your dreams, which is really good. But you don't need to control everything. Just what's important for you, but you can let other people in for sure. You're very successful, or you will succeed. I'm receiving the message is that yes, take that challenge on. Take the challenge of changing how you see yourself as invaluable, and only you can do this job, and no one else can help. Take that challenge that others can help. Change that up. Like let people in, back off a little bit, let others do certain things for you, or do certain parts of the job. Trust, that they'll handle it, because it'd be all new for them. Maybe they'll have questions, but they definitely can go ahead and do it. Yeah, you are going to be so successful. And this is going to be something that you're going to have to work hard at and constantly work at it, to release and not be controlling so much. It's going to benefit you for sure. And let's see what else they have for you as a message. You're strong for sure. Others are strong. You definitely have good people around you that are just as good as you. You just have to look at them and see it. See their power. Here, if you let them in, you notice their strength and you accept their strength and you let them walk their walk and be strong for themselves, you're going to enjoy working with them, and you're going to be enjoying your life a lot more, and a lot of stress will be released, because there will be a new way of acting, new way of working, and you're going to be way more accomplished. The team will make one, or the partners will make one, or the colleagues will become one with you, and things will lighten up, even if you don't see it now. And even if it's hard for you to change in that way, it's going to make your life so much easier. Yeah, anyway, that's the message that I'm receiving for you, is let go of control and change your attitude and let people in, let people help you, and yeah, just release some of that stress and some of that all by myself, and you'll see that things will get so much better for you. Hello, group 2. Today I'm going to turn them all. One of the messages is the crown gain, right use of power. Okay. And then we have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. Then we have no peace like home, and the right path with the right people. So the topic of the message, what they're going to talk about, or what message you're going to receive, is about doing great, succeeding, accomplishing, working hard, and you're gaining momentum, and you're going to be in charge. And how you handle that, how you handle having power, what you do with it. So I'm going to pull some cards to go with that. Oops. So here it shows that you're very good. You're going to do so good. You are definitely going to be rising to the top. People are going to really embrace you. Your career is going to be something that you really work hard for, but really want it. You wanted this. You're going to achieve it in a good way, and you're going to have a lot of strength, a lot of power, a lot of wisdom. You're going to be in a place where you're going to be so comfortable, in charge of a lot of people, or in charge of you might not be in charge of people, but you may also be in charge of something that changes people's ways, or it affects their lives in some way. Your decisions are going to matter to others. Work-wise, you're going to be someone that's going to take decisions, opinions, make things happen, shake things up. but you're definitely going to have some say, and it's going to be quite important. And here it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And it's exactly, you're going to be, your decisions are going to be very wise. So here I see that the message is that you are going to create your reality. You're going to definitely succeed, and through a lot of work and knowledge. Definitely knowledge is important. So you're going to have the right information, and you're going to put it to use in the right way. You definitely can make this happen, and you have a way of deciding and choosing how it's going to go. Again, lots is going to be put on you, and you're going to have to decide a lot of important decisions that affects others. Like I say, it's not just for yourself. Others will follow. You'll brighten other people's lives. You'll make the difference. You know how you view the situation, and how you weigh it, and how you decide. So you're going to have a lot of decisions anyway. But the problem, or the message is, one of the main things they want you to know is that you're definitely going to go on a lot of gut and feelings, and how you would like to see. So you not only logic, because you do have the logic there, but you also have a lot of feelings, powerful feelings. Like you're like, yes, this is how it's going to be. But they want you to make sure, the hangman, they want you to make sure that you think and rethink on your decisions, so you don't hurt others. Because your power is going to be so big that, it's going to be something that you're going to have to manage. You're going to have to learn how to handle that power. And you affect a lot of people's lives, and how you do it. It says the right use of power. So do the right decisions the right way. Don't get greedy. Don't let yourself fill your heads and say, well, I can do what I want, or forget about others. That's the message. They really want you to be conscious of what's coming up, and how you're going to handle it. Don't abuse your power. Embrace it in a good way, and do your best. And even if it doesn't succeed, it's okay. But just don't swell your head up and think, well, you know what, I'll do what I want. Because that's not really the purpose of you having this. The universe is backing you up, that you're going to do so good. So that is your message. Hello, group 3. So let's find out what is going on. What message do they have for you? Being ready. It says the crossing initiative. Love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all. Fork, the crossroad, and the abundant card. Well, that's how I feel it, because it's such a good card. It has everything. It has the right path, the right decision, the future, the presence, what you're doing now, how great it is, what you're going to be doing later, how wonderful it's going to be. You have abundance flowing in, whether it's in money or material goods, or family and loved ones and career choices, and and manifesting and life changing constantly for you, but in a happy, fulfilling way. So your career is like heading off in the right direction. You are doing the right things. But right here I see that the topic of this message is that you are ready. It's time for you to make a decision and commit to it, because you're ready. You are ready. You're ready to take that initial step, that diving in, going for it. Let me see. So right now, there's still a lot to decide, a lot to work out. You have to see where you've been, what you like. Your past experience is important. Learning from your mistake is important. Understanding what happened, understand what is going on, what went on, and judging and assessing and analyzing all your experience, and continuing this hard work that you're doing. You've been putting a lot of effort, and maybe things seem like they're not coming in, or that it's impossible, or it's not going to happen because of all the efforts and all the experience and everything that's you've been dealing with seems impossible. Well, it isn't. Just keep going. That abundance is coming. Is because you're ready for the next step. Right now, where you are, it's not going any farther because you're done with this. You've learned what you've learned. And now it's time for you to go to the next level and take that action. I'm going to pull out more cards and see what's going on. Oh, yeah. You're like ready for it. You're just missing one last thing to do, or, it has to do with commitment though. And this is definitely, and we're talking about career. We're not talking about love. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And we're talking about your career, the path that's coming ahead, what you've been doing. Instead of thinking negative, change it up to positive. Like, look at the positive, even if it takes a while to see it. Write down all the good, past experience, what you learned. Take time to think about it, even if it's not evident. Work at that, because you have to see it so you can see how much you've done and how much there's so little left for you to do. It's just a matter of actually go for it, Step out of the comfort zone and go do what you got to do. This is something that's going to be a new way of life. So it's like what you're going to start is it's not going to end. It's always going to be that way. There's always going to be improvements, always the next step, always going for more, always succeeding, and then going for something more challenging. You're not someone who's going to sit back and just I made my life this way. Now I'm just going to like chill and let things happen. No, you're the type of person that's going to really go for the challenges and make your life better and better and fulfill what you love to fulfill, and you're definitely going to find the right fit. You're going to find the right path that you want, and you're going to work with someone else, or you have a partner, or you are really seeing yourself as who you are and what you have to offer, so place it how it is. But either way, that it's just something that's just going to be decided on, and then it's just you unleash something, and you'll see that the rest of the time is always going to be moving in the same way. And the hard work is behind you now, because you're ready for it. You gotta think about that. Oh, this one too, and I feel like this one. So here it says that you need to think about your choices. Think about what you want. What is it that you want? Write it down. I, for some reason, feel it's important for you to write things down and really see it clear, because I feel like if you wrote it down, the message is it becomes more of a reality for you. There's the pros and cons. There's the assessing, judging, analyzing, whatever, understanding. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to see everything. You just have to understand what you've managed to do so far, and what you want to have for later, and then go for it, because it's time. You are ready to cross over. Look, there's the bridge, and it's right wide open for you to walk through. The portal is there for you, so it's time. Make your magic, your wishes, your wants. Your cup might be a little full, so that's why you have to let go of some things, and to make it, for it to be fair and just for you, you may have to let go of some things. Some things may be blocking you from moving forward, and you're going to have to release it, let it go, because if it doesn't serve you, it shouldn't be there anymore, because you need to make room for your wishes. And it seems like this hardship, or this time that you had, all this hard work that you put in, well, maybe it's time to let that go, and now it's enough of learning, and just go and jump into opportunities. Anyway, that is the message that I'm receiving.